Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Sister wives, during this tragic throwback, I'm convinced Robyn Brown turned fans against her. How much has she changed? If you ask me, the moment in Sister Wives history that turned Robyn Brown into a villain was unquestionably that scene. Kody had long envisioned having a large family with a lot of kids. Kody married Mary in the early 1990s, followed by Janelle and Christine, forming a plural marriage. However, Kody's attention shifted after meeting Robyn. He increasingly prioritized Robyn's needs, creating tension among the original wives. These dynamics led to the unraveling of the family's unity. Following a split from Mary, Janelle, and Christine, Kody is no longer in a plural marriage and is still in a monogamous relationship with Robyn. Robyn was once considered to be one of Kody's most devoted and submissive wives, a trait that initially won her over among many viewers. Robyn appeared to be sympathetic and supportive on camera, embracing polygamy's tenets wholeheartedly. Robyn gave the impression of taking genuine pride in being a part of Kody's large family by frequently taking on shared parenting responsibilities and assisting with the care of the children of the other wives. These actions bolstered her image as a dedicated and cooperative member of the household with multiple wives. However, when the paint layers peeled away to reveal her true colors, she was unable to maintain this image for any length of time. Crying accompanied Robyn's Season 2 pregnancy announcement. In the 2011 episode, Robyn finally tells her family about her pregnancy, but she is nervous. Kody made the statement, "In 7.5 months, truly won't be the little one anymore," to his family, including the rest of his children, and most of them didn't react to the news with a smile. It appeared from Kody's words that he was putting his youngest child down to make room for a new child with his new wife. Truly was no longer a part of his life because he was taking her place. The older kids' reactions were totally understandable, and so was Janelle's. When news broke that a second child was on the way, they had just moved and were still trying to get used to their new home. From Janelle's perspective, especially thinking in practical, budget-minded terms, it meant one more person to support with already limited resources. Mariah and Leon's sour faces were the result of their expecting their mother to give them a new sibling. More importantly, Robyn earned the moniker villain for deciding to inform Mary first of her pregnancy despite knowing that she had fertility issues. Robyn has continued to harm the reception of her viewers. Robyn's method of revealing her pregnancy could have been given more thought given that it was Mary's dinner party at Mary's house. However, she demonstrated her extreme selfishness by seeking sympathy for the children's reactions to the news that she was pregnant. Kody and Mary had a sexless marriage, and he told her he didn't want any more children. Now here he was, having children with Robyn. This incident became a turning point for Robyn's reputation, and it would have been best for Kody not to surprise his children on camera with such sensitive information. Over the years, viewers gradually came to see a different side of Robyn, one that contrasted sharply with the persona she projected on camera. Her infrequent encouragement of Kody to engage in conversation with his other wives raised concerns about her role in the family's growing distance. Robyn seemed to assume the role of the family's central matriarch over time, seeing herself as superior to others. Her influence over Kody's decisions increased significantly, affording her a level of authority and emotional connection that the other wives did not appear to share. Can Robyn influence viewers' perspectives? Robyn will face difficulties in enhancing her public image. Fans have dubbed Robyn Sobin in response to what they perceive as exaggerated or manipulative crying because of her emotional displays during minor disagreements. She might have been admired if Robyn had helped Kody develop his relationships with Mary, Janelle, and Christine. Instead, many believe that she put herself first, harming her reputation. Robyn may need to show less strategy and more authenticity in how she presents herself to the family and Sister Wives viewers in order to regain likability. Christine Brown reveals the lie that she will never again believe. Christine Brown, star of Sister Wives, and her husband, David Woolley, have been living happily together. On October 7, 2023, they got married in Moab, Utah. The fact that Christine is now living the life of a wife, something she struggled with later in her marriage to Kody, was welcomed by many fans. Christine also promotes positivity on her social media page. But when she talked about the lie that she will never believe again, she surprised her fans. Read on to find out what it was. How is Christine Brown doing today? Over the past few days, especially after the first half of season 19 ended, Christine has been sharing strong messages. By the end of the season, Christine had married David and was no longer with Kody. She has been attempting to convince others that the most effective strategy for achieving happiness is letting go. The Sister Wives star recently shared with her fans some of the things she does to keep a strong and upbeat attitude. When it comes to boundaries, she encourages people to say no. She went on to say that taking care of oneself, even as simple as enjoying a cup of coffee alone, can have such a positive impact. Christine reveals the lie that she will never again believe. Christine Brown revealed the one lie she had always believed in a social media post. The Sister Wives star claims that in order to be loved by others, she used to stay small and shrink herself. But she realized that it was wrong. She also reminded everyone that it's okay to take up some space. She continued, "You are permitted to choose joy. You can alter yourself. If you started speaking that kind of truth over your own life, what would happen?" Christine's post moved a lot of fans. Christine Brown talks about her Sister Wives planting season. In addition, Christine Brown posted a brand new image of herself on social media as the planting season got underway. The Sister Wives actress claims that working in the garden makes her feel better and that she enjoys getting her hands dirty. Clearing the old, planting the new, and soaking up every second of this fresh spring energy, she continued. This season, what are you planting? It wasn't just Christine who had big plans for the season. Janelle, her ex-sister-in-law, has also been in charge of a small garden with Maddie, her daughter, and it is anticipated that it will grow even larger as part of her ongoing dream house project. After Robyn from Sister Wives and Fraud is finally caught, Mary finds out the truth. After being repeatedly rejected for a number of years, Sister Wives star Mary Brown's loyalty to Kody has caused a lot of discontent among fans. She is also well known for being one of Robyn's closest sister wives. Everything, however, broke down when the family moved to Flagstaff. Christine was the first wife to leave the family. Janelle and Mary followed suit next. Numerous fans were perplexed by Mary's lengthy decision-making process. However, it appears that Mary is no longer concealing her feelings in the second half of season 19. Read on to find out why. What's wrong with Mary Brown right now? Mary and Tamron Hall's recent reunion made headlines. The experience affected both of them. Tamron hosted the tell-all event for the Brown family before she was fired. Tamron agreed that she was fired for her tendency to hold family members accountable. Mary discussed a variety of topics, including her decision to part ways with Kody and her family. Robyn, according to the Sister Wives star, hinders their relationship. However, Mary's awareness of Robyn's use of her suggests that she is not finished attempting to expose Robyn. TLC recently released a clip from the upcoming Sister Wives Season 19 Part 2 premiere. Mary finally learns of Robyn's abuse of her. In the trailer, Mary discusses the notion that Robyn is a con artist, liar, and manipulator with her friend Jen Sullivan. But Mary told her friend that she should stop giving Robyn a critical look because she was just trying to be cautious and protective of her. Jen responded, "I don't think it was like intentional manipulation." Mary agreed and was of the opinion that Kody would simply select a new partner in spite of everyone's wishes. However, Mary came to a conclusion when Jen informed her that she'd act like she was your best friend, but then completely ignore you and hurt your feelings. Mary was moved to tears by Jen's words. That is absolutely ridiculous. It's like you can do it or not. Mary added that before things suddenly turned bad, they were very close. This caused a significant family split. Sister Wives, how does Robyn Brown react? As Mary Brown begins to question her relationship with Robyn, Robyn makes questionable remarks about Mary Brown. The Sister Wives star stated, "I always had Mary's back, even when people were plotting against her, ignoring her," before she began to question their relationship. She continued, stating that they are close friends. "Why tell me you want a relationship with me and then disappear from my life?" Robyn inquired. In addition to their relationship, it is anticipated that the upcoming season will focus more on the Brown family's Coyote Pass division. The sister-wife saga has spanned over a decade, chronicling the ever-evolving and often emotionally complex lives of Kody Brown and his plural family. From its early seasons, the show offered an intimate look at the polygamous lifestyle and the challenges it brings. But if there's one defining moment that altered the audience's perception of Robyn Brown, and arguably changed the dynamic of the entire family, it was her Season 2 pregnancy announcement. What may have been meant as a celebratory milestone quickly morphed into a polarizing, awkward, and divisive event that many viewers still talk about today. I'm convinced this was the moment that turned fans against her, and honestly, it's a moment that still raises questions about who Robyn really is. The early days, Robyn's entrance into the Brown family. To understand why this pregnancy reveal hit so hard, we have to rewind to how Robyn entered the picture in the first place. When Robyn Brown was introduced in Season 1, she was framed as a breath of fresh air. She was young, articulate, polished, and seemingly open to the idea of plural marriage. She claimed to deeply respect the bonds that already existed between Kody and his 3 wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine. For a moment, it felt like she might be the perfect addition to the Brown family. She wasn't just marrying Kody, she was joining a unit. That was the idea, at least. Robyn quickly established herself as loyal, even submissive, to Kody's leadership. She leaned into the spiritual aspects of polygamy and appeared eager to co-parent with the other wives. On paper, it all looked great. But the real test would come not during ideal circumstances, but during high-pressure moments that required sensitivity, unity, and emotional intelligence. The infamous pregnancy reveal. Season 2, Episode 10. That's the moment everything changed. At a dinner hosted by Mary, Robyn decided it was time to share the news of her pregnancy with the rest of the family. The timing was questionable. The Browns had just undergone massive upheaval with their move to Las Vegas, and the stress was palpable. Money was tight, emotions were high, and the family had yet to fully settle into their new dynamic. And then, boom, Robyn drops the bombshell. While it was Kody who formally announced the news with the infamous line, "In 7.5 months, truly won't be the little one anymore," it was Robyn's choice to make Mary the first to know that sealed her fate in the eyes of many fans. Let's unpack that. Mary had been struggling with infertility for years. Her pain was not a secret. It had been explored in earlier episodes, and Robyn was well aware of how difficult it had been for Mary to come to terms with not being able to give Kody more children. Yet, Robyn, whether intentionally or obliviously, chose to tell her first. Many fans saw this not as a gesture of intimacy but as a power move, cloaked in fake sympathy. It's the kind of moment that made viewers wonder whether Robyn was more calculating than compassionate. Why the scene felt so off. Watching the family's reactions to the pregnancy news was gut-wrenching, not because it was inherently bad news, but because the announcement felt completely tone-deaf. The children didn't smile. Most of them looked confused, sad, or withdrawn. Janelle's face said it all. From her practical standpoint, adding another mouth to feed during such a tumultuous time made little sense. The timing was off. The delivery was off. And Kody's insistence on pushing Truly, Christine's youngest, aside in the moment was a stark visual of what had been slowly unfolding. Kody was starting to prioritize Robyn and her children above the rest. It's not just that Robyn was pregnant, it's that the moment symbolized a new family hierarchy. One where Robyn was queen. Robyn's reputation starts to unravel. Before this moment, Robyn had enjoyed a mostly positive reputation among Sister Wives fans. She was seen as obedient, humble, and nurturing. But after the pregnancy reveal, the tide shifted dramatically. She started to cry, a lot. Viewers began noticing how Robyn would often cry when conversations got uncomfortable or when she needed to deflect accountability. Her tears began to feel less like expressions of vulnerability and more like emotional manipulation. The nickname Sobin took root in fan communities, and it stuck. And then came the growing perception that Robyn was not truly interested in a plural marriage. Rather than encouraging Kody to spend equal time with his other wives or maintain the larger family's unity, Robyn seemed to thrive in her exclusive relationship with him. She began to act like the legal and emotional